the queen bee. It's ladies' night, what? It must be Angie on the mic. The butter pea, honey, got the sugar, got the spice. Roll the L tight, keep the rhymes right, yo. I just made this motherfucker up last night. And I'm the rookie on this all-star team. Me and Kim is getting cream, like Thelma and Louise, but on chrome. Never leave that Brooklyn shit alone. So if you say it's on, then it's on.
Bang this in your whips, back them cold roadie with the chips in the wrist. Here's a French kiss. I dismiss all you chicks. Spit 6 from the 4th, 5th, make it dance. Ow! I stay focused in the dopest, like a penny with the hope.
Hello and welcome. This is Ladies Night. My name is Ameze Obaisiag, but of course I've got my ladies right here in the studio talking about C. White, Mama P, and of course the beautiful Miss Praise. Not that the others aren't beautiful, but okay. So basically today we're going to be looking at something really interesting. It actually happened a few days ago. I think a couple of days ago. This video of the popular Will Smith, the actor, and his wife Jada, they actually talked to each other, and something came out of that talk, let me put it like that, and it was the issue of open relationship, open marriage. Now, is it wise to be in a relationship or be in a marriage and you guys are open to other relationships? You're married to a particular man or married to a particular woman, and then you allow your wife or your husband to be sleeping outside with other people. Do you think it's something that you can actually come together and agree upon and say, okay, we're married, but we can still have some things outside? I'll start off with Mama P.
Okay.
Do you subscribe to open relationships?
I don't subscribe to it.
Why?
I feel it's against the scriptures. It's against our culture. Probably it works over there, but it doesn't work here. You understand? On the other hand, I was talking about Will Smith and Jada, his wife. I feel it's creating so much uproar because she is a woman. Yes.
Well,
it is wrong. Open relationship is wrong. How do you tell me you are married and then you are giving your partner now the rights to have intimacy with other people? It is every shade of wrong. It's barbaric. But I feel people are just raising their eyebrows because assuming it was Will Smith who was doing the rubbish that Jada, to me, is rubbish.
he probably was doing the same thing. It's just he didn't talk about it.
No, as in, if it was Miss Smith that was coming out open to say he was in an entanglement, you see people, it's laughable. It's a laughable topic. You see people will not be so furious like they were on Twitter and other social media angles. It's because it was a woman. It's as if, so please, is it cheating since they had an agreement?
They had an agreement, so I don't consider it cheating.
Because
he allowed it.
The person that she cheated on, or rather was in an open relationship with, he said Will Smith gave his blessings. Like,
what kind of a man gives his blessings for another man to sleep with his own wife? Well, not just girlfriend, not just fiance.
The part that annoyed me the most was at the end, and they did this thumbs up and cheers to bad marriage for life. You're my ride or die. I'm like,
cheers to bad marriage.
I'm like, is that what marriage is supposed to be?
That's not what
that I feel, because they already know what they are into. They are not really in that marriage because they love each other.
No, they claim they love each other.
They claim, just like you said, they claim, but you don't really know what's more to it. Now, you decide to give your woman blessings to cheat. That is because you feel, you practically, you know that you're not going to feel anything, you won't feel hot about it. You just feel like, do your thing, I do my thing. Even if he did not really bring it to them that I'm also doing my own thing like Will Smith.
I won't even sleep well at night if I find out my man is Smith. Another person.
That is because it's you and you're not Will Smith.
See, I feel that their whole marriage life is messed up.
The whole family
is completely messed up. Like, come on, like, Will Smith is a big boy. Let me say that. Like, he can have any woman he wants. He's all cute and rich and everything. Jada on her own is a big girl. Like, so if they are separating, I don't think one person will be dying. To me, I feel Will Smith loves Jada more than Jada loves him.
It's a situation of settle for somebody. When you settle for who you're not supposed to be with.
You understand?
She was marry him.
She was dating Tupac. She was a side chick to Tupac Shakur, the original Tupac. And Will Smith was Tupac's friend. You understand? When Tupac passed on, their relationship started from consolation. Do you understand? You know, Tupac now is gone. I think Will Smith has a certain obsession with Jada. That's why she plays.
Is in love.
Yes, he plays Jada's tune.
Let's not talk more about this Will Smith. I think the question she asks is, would you?
Yeah, but we actually based it on their own. That's where
it's
it came out.
Yes, I understand. Now, for me.
Okay, so it's a no from all.
And but you see some persons, hypocrites are everywhere. I see some persons, I see some messages online. I wouldn't mind having a threesome with my boyfriend. You know, this is where it all starts from.
Yes.
You're dating a guy, you love the guy, but because you want to be naughty and crazy, I don't want to call stupid, you want to have a threesome, you want to bring another girl, and you both, you and
I don't even know
how do you even think, you know, this is where it all starts
it's
from.
not fun, but to some people it is.
Now, I people want to you. Why is that same person now complaining that what with Smith and open? It's almost like an open relationship.
It's either like single or you're in a relationship.
Now, let me tell you something. Some people want to have this probably experience. Like, let me say, if you ask them what's the dumbest thing you've done in your relationship or when you were dating or before you got married to your man, they really want to have respect. They want to have something to talk about. They want to have something to say.
There's some people would also tell you dumb things. You can. There are things like sex in the car. Let's talk about dumb things. There are a million dumb things. Oh, I remember that day it was raining outside my daddy's house. We couldn't go inside, and hobby as at then it was my boyfriend wouldn't let me be, and then inside the car, oh, I'm so ashamed. That's a dumb thing to do. That's a dumb thing to say about. So when you are saying threesome and involving other people in your relationship because you want to do it now so that
that is because you will not take it. Like for me, I will not take it. But to some people, it doesn't really count
before you get married.
Imagine
a married woman doing that.
Yes.
Threesome with her husband.
It doesn't make sense.
It's better to do it before you even get married.
Some married women even do it.
Yes.
That is a situation that you talk about open relationship.
It's a good thing. It spices up their own relationship. I've seen a situation where this married couple, they felt they were not satisfied sexually, and so they just wanted to watch other people do it, and they invited their friends who were not yet married dating, and they told them to have sex in front of them. To them it was fine. I don't subscribe to it. I don't think it's a sensible thing. You shouldn't be watching another person having sex, but that's what they felt was good for them. Everybody has their own opinion. Everybody has their own ideologies, their own mindset. So probably we shouldn't hammer too much on them or hammer them too much.
You know what I feel is going to happen now? You see those Lagos married men that know how to cheat. You know, you should ask them this: are you in a relation? Are you married? No. Are you in an entanglement? You should ask them.
As in now, because
it's complicated.
It's not that cheating.
Jada tagged it, so there was an entanglement. No, she was saying it. I was looking at her list. I wish I could show the African part of me through the internet. Like, hey, woman, what did you just say? Like, there was an entanglement. And you see, I say the family is messed up because with Smith, I don't know, I don't want to call him less of a man, but I think he's a man only when men are absent. I don't. He's not.
Okay, I don't think we should show.
No, I'm throwing it out because I'm
no,
throwing shades directly because it is a real man. A real man has a natural instinct to be.
You're indirectly calling him a fake man, so let's not talk about that. That's whatever happens to me. So I can't let you do that. Okay. You're actually doing. You're going to make people start looking at him in that kind of light. So I don't think I should let you do that. Please.
Open marriage.
You know, exactly. That's why I said I believe we're not talking about them strictly. I know it's just a clue to what we're talking about. Whatever happened in their relationship, whatever happens between Will Smith and Jada, I think it's just their own personal life.
You know,
I don't have issues with them. But for me, I believe that if really I feel open relationship is something I want for myself or the experience I want to have before I get married, I think I don't have any issues with that. And if my man is in agreement with me, we should go ahead.
No, question, please. Let's be clear. Let's be clear the questions that was asked. Do you subscribe? The open relationship.
I don't subscribe, but
if you don't. Let's be clear. In this issue, you cannot be both ways. There are certain issues you'll be like, okay, it's two ways. On this particular issue, is a straight I feel no drum. Can you allow your man be intimate with your knowledge with another woman?
Well, for me,
can you allow your woman
you know, in open relationship, there are terms. Now,
And
you can agree to
conditions,
open relationship, and I can say, do not do this particular thing. You can, I don't know if it's right to say you can kiss, you can do some certain things, but you see this aspect, you cannot, there are some rules with open relationship. I don't know.
See, listen,
I don't know.
listen,
Like,
relationship, love is sacred. Let's not come out with
marriage.
Not love,
Marriage.
marriage. No, once I don't want to say even from dating, it's sacred. I'm one person's property. You don't go about sharing and giving me consent. The moment a man tells you you are free to, you know, even we that are, let's be sincere with ourselves. Your man tells you, if you see a man that is really ready to settle down now, you can consider
It means he's not ready.
It means he's not ready.
if a man should tell me, I just know that you're single.
You are single.
Well, the
You
point
understand?
is,
let it
yes,
just be factual.
he's just throwing it to you that,
open
guy.
relationship.
Open relationship.
For me, open marriage. What I watched that interview with so much disgust. Okay, I'm not supposed to dwell there again. Like, it's their life. To me, the white man's culture, I don't envy it. I don't envy it. Yes, in as much as sometimes Africans can be extreme, but I love African. Come on, it sounds insane. I wish we could play that clip for people to watch a man giving kudos to the wife, like, as in.
All right, I'm going to oblige you. Let's actually go on a break. Let's watch the video and get back to the studio and talk more about it. This is Ladies' Night. Do not go anywhere.
It's a situation that I consider private.
You just feel like it ain't really nobody's business. Yeah. But now Black Twitter has claimed it as their business.
But, you know,
I think you need to say clearly what happened.
As far as what?
You and I decided we were going to take our space, and what happened?
Yeah, and then I got into an entanglement with August. That's what I said.
An entanglement?
Yes. Yes.
A relationship?
Yes, it was a relationship, absolutely. I was in a lot of pain, and I was very broken. Now, in the process of that relationship, I definitely realized that you can't find happiness outside of yourself. Mm-hmm. And luckily enough, you and I were also going through a process of healing in a much different manner. Mm-hmm. I would definitely say we did everything that we could to get away from each other, only to realize that that wasn't possible.
So what happened, Jada?
Okay, so let's start with, I guess about 4.5 years ago.
Yeah.
I think it was about 4 years ago. Mm-hmm. Started a friendship with August. Mm-hmm. And we actually became really, really good friends. Mm-hmm. And it all started with him just needing some help. Mm-hmm. You know, me wanting to help his health, his mental state.
Because for me, that was the thing when Aug first came around, he was really sick.
He was really sick, yeah.
And the outpouring for him from our family was initially about his health.
Yeah. And I mean, we found all those different resources, you know, to help pull him through. Mm-hmm. And from there, you know, you and I were going through a very difficult time.
Yeah.
And we decided...
I was done with your ass.
Yeah, you kicked me to the curb.
I was done with you.
Yeah.
Marriages have that, though.
Yeah,
Marriages have that.
Yeah, we basically, we broke up.
We decided that we were going to separate for a period of time, and you go figure out how to make yourself happy, and I'll figure out how to make myself happy.
Well, at that particular point in time, it was indefinite.
Yeah, I really felt like we could be over. You know?
We were over.
And then what did you do, Jada?
Well, you know, I think from there, you know, as time went on, I got into a different kind of entanglement with August.
I launched into an interaction with August. What do you feel like you were looking for?
I just wanted to feel good. It had been so long since I felt good. Right. And it was really a joy to just help heal somebody.
Yeah.
I think that has a lot to do with my codependency. which is another thing that I had to learn to break in this cycle. Just that idea of needing to fix and being drawn to people that need help, whether it's your health or whether it's your addictions. There's something about that childhood trauma that feels as though it can be fixed through fixing people versus fixing me.
Yeah.
And I think that that whole process with Og really showed me that and taught me that. And I'm really grateful for that lesson.
Because I wasn't sure I was ever going to speak to you again.
I know.
Yeah, like the fact that I'm speaking to you again is a miracle.
I would agree.
No, but it ain't for the weak at heart. There's just certain things that you have to go through, and it's like...
And I wish, I wish that wasn't the case. I do. I wish that wasn't the case.
I sure wish it could be all magic and miracles.
Yeah. You got to go through some to get the answers. And I'm just happy because I definitely believe that you and we never, ever, ever thought that we would make it back.
Yeah, there's a real power in just knowing somebody's riding with you no matter what.
Yeah.
And you really can't know that
until you go
through some stuff, I don't want to go through this no more.
Yeah, no, I don't either.
Yeah. I'm going to get you back first, and then...
You're going to get me back. I think you got me back. I think we're good on that, okay?
Okay, that's probably true.
And I don't think it's about getting anybody back.
No, for me it is.
Okay. I'll give you that petty if that's what you want. But, I will definitely say it's just part of it.
Yeah.
If you expect to be with somebody for a lifetime.
25 years and counting.
We ride together.
We die together.
Bad marriage for life.
That's terrible.
It's the truth.
It's the truth.
But yeah, it's just part of the journey.
I told you the first year we were married.
What'd you tell me?
That I can love you through anything.
And I didn't believe you.
Yeah.
If somebody looked through a crystal ball and said, this, and this is gonna happen, I'd be like, no way.
Yeah. You thought I was that I didn't have the girth that it was gonna take to ride with you through.
Yeah. I didn't know if you would be willing to find the deep capacity to love me.
Yeah. How am I doing?
You're doing great.
All right.
All right, that's the trending video of Will Smith and of course his wife, and yeah, you can see what Mama P was talking about. You go chop knuckles in. Now, it's funny watching them, but I think one thing I can see from that video is they are okay with what they're doing. Probably in a way, the way Will Smith's face looks like, I don't know if he's totally comfortable with it, but on the surface he seems okay. Now, it's a contract. They've decided this is how they want their own relationship to be, their own marriage to be. So everybody has their own life, everybody has their own ideologies, like I'll keep saying. Probably that one works best for them. Maybe if they stay in the same house and they're not doing anything with any other person, they wouldn't stay together. So maybe this is actually helping them to keep together. I've heard a lady saying, if I don't sleep with another man, I will not value how my man sleeps with me. I've heard a lady say that before.
They say that?
Yes.
Yeah, they say that.
Wow.
I will value him.
Yes.
I prefer to sleep around with people that are less than him so that I can feel
into?
better with my man. So it all depends on you. Now, once again, Praise, do you have anything that you really want to say watching that video again?
Well, the internet, in fact, I don't know, it broke, let me put it that way, you get, when the video came out. Now, and I realized that some ladies that know that they are men, they are mad rather, is cheating on them, they still open their mouth to say, Jada did this, Jada did that. But you're there in that relationship, your partner is cheating on you, and you're aware. They're saying he will change, he will change, he will change. But you're criticizing Jada Smith now. Just look at yourself.
Well, for me, I think that one is quite different now. Your man is cheating on you. You're not quite all right. Your man is cheating on you. You're not in agreement with him. You never gave him your cost. No, we don't have any. No, for the fact you're okay with it.
You're not okay with it. You're just like silent about it.
Because you can't do anything. You just feel like, I don't have any other choice. I'm already married to him. I have to just do with it.
You're not married. You can do something.
Because if you're dating, if you guys are dating,
I know someone.
Okay, wait, let me just finish. If you guys are dating, it's a different thing entirely. You can walk away without making so much noise. But if you guys are married and he's cheating, you know quite right the man is cheating, you have no choice. It is either you decide to divorce him or you stay and deal with it. Leaving your husband because he's cheating on you is not the best answer to me.
Will Smith?
But no, I'm not talking about Will Smith.
He's in agreement.
Like, he's in agreement with Jada.
Agreement, but these people are not in agreement.
Like what you said, like your husband is cheating on you and you don't want to talk about it.
I was so disgusted. No, see, I understand where Miss Praise is coming from. You understand. There are some persons that know quite alright that their man is cheating with this particular person. Do you understand? They know quite alright. In fact, they know that the affection that their man gives to this person is nothing. Is way more than what they give to her. You understand? But she's still there. Now, I want to believe that she's not in agreement, but for whatever reason, she's still there. Now, let me give you a factual example of someone I saw. I know the person. She's in a relationship with a guy, and then he is in a relationship with another girl. Do you understand? Now, Valentine's Day, they all stayed in one hotel room. I couldn't comprehend in my head.
One room. Why?
One room. And probably now that person is on Twitter lashing Will Smith. Why would you agree? Like, I couldn't comprehend why a young, beautiful girl, very beautiful, I only know one of them. Why would you be in a relationship? Is it because of the Xmas? Is it because of the promise? Why exactly are you there? When, like, I cannot even stand. I'm a very liberal person, but I cannot stand knowing that my man has had something to do with this person before. Like, come on, some space.
Being with another,
you understand? No, I'm not even thinking of the thought of being with another person. I'm thinking of what has happened in the past. You understand? And now you are comfortable. You know, this is where all this I don't want to call it stupidity comes from. You know, gradually it just springs up. Foreign culture becoming in. How can two young girls be professing love to one man at the same time, like to their eyes? Why is it happening?
All right, calm down. I want to take you back to before we were born, probably. Now, in the olden days, a man gets to marry 1, 2, 3, 4 wives, if possible many, depending on how rich he is or how big his farm is, because his farm they used to measure how rich. Yes. Yeah. So, in those days, the first wife is comfortable knowing that your time will soon pass, so 2, 3, 4, 5 will soon come and join. So is it that they were okay with it?
That's open marriage.
In those days, our mom, in those days, our mom didn't know.
Christianity even came into play.
In those days, our mom didn't know better. Our mom didn't have choices. I have one of my aunties who was complaining about her husband, and she made a statement. He said, anyway, I don't dare here. After all, and my papa marry and give me. They didn't have choices in choosing a man. They didn't find love. You know where it's different is in our days, we find love, we connect. Like, you know, we have certain agreements over saying, oh, you drink, I don't like drinking, can you stop it for me? And you see the man trying to adjust, like, my woman, you see a chronic smoker, see his woman coming, he will quickly hide. In those days, who are you? Like, why would you? So I think it's different. Time have evolved, things have changed. Women know better. Even men know better now. You see a man those days, he come back, the family insists, this girl has been helping your mother, you have to pay her diary and marry her. The man, even if he shouts, what the family has said, you have to.
On person.
The man ends up marrying that girl. Do you understand? And they believe that closeness, with time, you will like him. Do you understand? And that's it. But now it's different. In fact, he's coming back with his white woman. Kill yourself if you want to. Do you understand? So things have changed. Like, and this open marriage of 18, I don't think it should even be welcomed at any point in time. Now, let me strike a chord. I read about a culture that if you go to visit the man will give his wife, offer his wife to you in is it Benue State, somewhere in Benue State, as a cola. so that you can have intimacy with the wife.
Yes.
Do you understand? I don't know if to keep you company while you are there. I don't know if they, you know, sometimes we fight against culture.
That's an open marriage.
That's an open marriage.
Indirectly.
No, that is their culture. So we don't. There's no room for jealousy.
People don't know what to see. Sometimes, we fight culture. We say it's too strict. Please make it more strict in this aspect. Please, certain things that are barbaric should be
in this one. I don't want to be
open marriage or open relationship should be encouraged.
All right, we've heard from you guys. Let's take it to the streets now. Let's talk to you guys out there. You can also send your messages to the number 0811-9944-287 or go up on Facebook. Search for Ladies Night on ITV/radio, and of course drop your comments, your opinions there. We're going to go on the streets now. Let's hear what people had to say. Do you subscribe to open marriages? Would you allow it for your wife or your husband or your girlfriend, boyfriend, fiance to sleep with someone else even while you guys are still together? This is Ladies Night. We'll be right back.
The both couple have the liberty to go out and have an extramarital affair, or rather have intimate affair with somebody else. You know, they do it at their liberty. But for here, we have a culture that restrains us from doing it.
It is very common when a man meets a lady and say, okay, now I like you, gay, and she tells you that she has a boyfriend. For the fact that you actually have that affection for the girl, you want to bear with everything to say, okay, no problem, I will cope. After some time, when this relation starts to grow, you see the jealousy coming this time. You see, it is in both ways. It is easier for a girl to tell a guy that I have a boyfriend than for a guy to tell a girl that I have a girlfriend. Because most times, if you open up that you have a girlfriend for a girl, they may tend or like to not to show interest any longer because they know what it is. But for men generally, even some even go as far as even trying to even date married women. You know, so those married women who are so loose. I know today, the world we are today, the issue of a relationship have gone haywire. That women, either women or men, they don't look at sleeping with a man as any big thing. Most times since the era of condom, where people just feel because this man, when he has sex with me, he used condom, they want to look at the affair as anything. But those days, when you sleep with a girl or when you make love with a girl, when the girl sees you, of course, she feels shy. But it's not anybody. We have seen so many occasions whereby even a girl that you have dated come on occasion and meeting with another guy, behave as if nothing has happened. So, let's go back to the topic on discussion about the open relationship. Fine.
It's such a serious topic that somebody will be careful to talk about, because when you make mistake, many persons will go down the line. So, like the question goes, some people are in a relationship, maybe legally married or married as it were, and they will agree between themselves. This one goes out to have affairs, the woman goes, that's demonic and it is satanic, and God is against it, and any right thinking human being should be against it. It is not a practice of the church. It is it's something that came from the pit of hell that should be resisted by everybody and everybody.
To me, it is a very wicked thing to happen. If a community in Nigeria is doing it, or a tribe, you can be sure that that tribe is made up of children that are born out of wedlock. At least many of them. And that is a very bad beginning for a child, for a community. I think I've heard this before from years ago. And as an archbishop, I can never support it. I can never allow it to happen if I don't know where it is.
It's not be encouraged at all. Why? Because it's against our tradition. I can't really understand why a married man should allow his wife to have an affair. So is it because of economic reasons? Or is it because they don't have kids and he wants her to go out to get pregnant by somebody else? It's not proper.
From my own point of view, it depends. But I don't think it's good because it didn't happen in my time, you know. In my own time, when you have a husband or you are dating, we respect that man. I have never done it in my life. If I know a man is bad, I take the next door. Why should I live an adulterous life? You know, a man telling me to go out and meet with another man, or a man telling the husband to go and meet with another man. It's strange. There's no reason for that. It means there's no trust. Let's assume that in the process of doing it, you become pregnant. Are you going to be a father to a bastard? Somebody who you don't know where the child is coming from. It doesn't happen in my time. I have never been. God in heaven knows that. I have never been unfaithful to any man. But I know that there are very bad men. Very bad men. They can lead you into anything bad. But to the glory of God, I can't do it.
Bad now. I don't know where it is for Bible when we say if they marry, say make them they sleep for us. It's not there like that. Because as God take talk and say one man, one wife. So now so it's supposed to be. So maybe if they get any issue, waiting go make maybe in a lack of understanding, or maybe the person don't understand person, maybe they get quarrel. Because once marriage, maybe say husband and half, any time when they get misunderstanding, they will just leave, then went outside, and that time they go no say their girlfriend when they leave. Now he fine pass the wife when they're there for house. Okay, if that girlfriend fine pass the one, why you can't marry that? Why you not marry that to your girlfriend? So advice is very bad to me. I do not like it.
It's not natural anyway. By nature, a woman is monogamous, and she cannot serve two masters at the same time and serve them equally anyway. Though even men that are naturally polygamous still cannot do that perfectly, not to mention a woman. So, for instance, now if she gets pregnant, we need to know who she is pregnant for. For instance, now a man can impregnate 2, 3, 4 women at the same time. We all know who the children belong to. But for instance, if she's having an affair with 2, 3 men at the same time, we cannot identify who actually the child belongs to.
If you are in a relationship is all about commitment. So you have to be committed to your partner. Being in an open relationship is like you are doing a trial and error game. You are not sure of the person you are dating, anyone that works. So I don't encourage that.
No, I'm a very jealous person. I don't want to share my team with anybody else.
It's an agreement. Anytime the man play, you know that he cheats the woman. But the woman will not be happy. No matter free. But it's good to say the truth. There are some men after marriage, they forget aside, continue with their wife. But to have an affair aside, that's not the way God said it. That's not the way it's supposed to be. But traditional said that marry more than one wife. But Christianity said one wife. But depend your mind.
Marriage is something that is supposed to be kept holy. So the issue of giving your partner the permission to go and have an affair outside does not arise. That is adultery. So, and the Bible condemns adultery. So any person that decides to allow the wife or the husband to go and flirt outside, you are encouraging adultery, which is a sin before the Almighty living God. So it's not something that any human being should encourage.
Alright, welcome back. It's still Ladies Night right here on Independent Television. My name is Ameze Obaisi. I'm going to still have C. White, Mama P, and of course Miss Praise in the building. We're talking about open relationship like you already know. Do you subscribe to people in a relationship having extramarital affairs or having affairs with other people with the consent of their partners? I'm going to take our last words because time is actually running out. I'll start off with Miss Praise and we'll go like that. Okay?
All right, for me, open relationship, open marriage is a no. It's either you're single or you're in a relationship. Choose one now. Please. For me, it's a no. And if you want to cheat, you want to do all those things, if you know that your partner doesn't subscribe, don't do it. do you want me to sleep well at night knowing that the man I'm in love with is with another person, or it's just like you're okay with praise now, and I'm married, I'm having an affair with whiskey. Does it make sense? Please, I beg. See, there's no 21st century in this one. At least let's bring our culture back. It's a no. Be afraid. Our STDs, there's no STD on the forehead. They don't write it. At least be afraid.
But you say STDs. Sorry, I have to cut you. When you say STDs, they're protective measures. You can use a condom.
It's not 100%, please.
Okay.
It's not 100%. But just stay safe. But if you subscribe to open relationship, you're okay with it. It's fine. Do what's best for you and love yourself.
All right, Mama P.
I like the fact where she said, let's bring back our culture. Suddenly we want the cultures back. Please, I want the culture back. I wish I could start a hashtag on that. On this one, we want the culture back. There's nothing personally sensible about open relationship. Do you understand? Love to me is sacred, and to you it should be sacred. If you care about someone, you can't give them consent to love another. Then what's now the essence? What's the meaning of all the entanglements? Like, it's not necessary. I don't subscribe to it. Our culture in Africa, not even Nigeria, does not subscribe to it. Even if there are some sides where it's as though it's lenient on certain issues that relates to open relationship. But please, we that are upcoming should try and stay faithful. And I don't even subscribe to that. If you have a cheating partner, there should be no cheating partner. Do not cheat.
One man,
stick to one person. Just the way it's one man, one vote, one man, one woman. Please.
All right, see White, your last words.
Mama P just said, just like you say, one vote, one man, one woman. For those of you who are cheating and think it's the best thing you always do to yourself, it is not the best thing. Cheating is not something that should be found in your marriage. Cheating is not something that should be found in your relationship. Because whatever you learn as a result of you dating is something you definitely take to your marriage. Okay. So if you learn cheating on your partner while dating, definitely it's going to affect your marriage. So the best thing you can always do to yourself is avoid cheating. Learn how to love one person. Don't always try to one soup. I can't be eating one soup all the time. Let me taste another soup. No, there's nothing like taste another soup. Just learn to appreciate what you have. You don't have to run around, and open relationship is not something we should encourage at all. Let's still stick to hashtag. Not one. Our culture, bring back our culture, please.
Hashtag.
All right, I think we should start trending that, but there's some part of the culture that I don't think we would like to come back. So when you're wishing something, always have in mind that there are some other parts.
No, for this particular one that has to deal with open relationship, where we shouldn't encourage it, that makes a man to stick to one wife and one husband. I think we should bring it back.
I don't feel it's our culture.
Though we want to instigate that one.
It's Christianity. It's
all right, I think we should just trend one man, one woman. Say no to open relationship.
Okay. Yeah. All right, that's for those who would actually listen. It's been awesome having you guys join us on the program Ladies Night. We'll be here again next time, same station, and of course same time for another exciting edition. My name is Ameze Obaisiagbon, the Empress of the Airwaves. Have a beautiful night rest.